Here we go, where are we? Hello? Here we go.
Well, hello there, and welcome to, well, I was going to say a voiceover, but I suppose it's more of a watch-along of my own video. I've done this format before, but because I seem to have erred and not recorded an intro, and there's not much talking as well, I thought we'd better just do a bit of a talk-along to this one. Actually, now I've thought of that, let me just, without any sort of interruption to the flow of the video, let me just cut that part back in that I've just edited out, and I can talk along to show you what's going on here. So I shall press play on there, and I'll talk to you and talk to you about what's going on there. That'll be somewhat strange. So here we go. Let me turn that volume down. So there we go. So basically what we've done here, we've just took the two pieces of wood that we were sandwiching the top of the door card together off, after we'd put some fiberglass in there. So because we wrapped the batten that's touching the fiberglass, we wrapped it in cling film. We're having to cut the cling film into to get the batten out, which is what you see me dad doing here. That's the top batten. Now this one didn't work as well as the other side that we did, or was it this one that did work and the other side didn't? I can't remember which one I filmed. One of them didn't work as well as the other one. I think this is a passenger side, so I think this is the one that's not too bad. But the driver's side one went a bit skewy, and then there was a bit round the door handle that I hadn't realised was so unflat, if that's a word. So yeah, so they're not perfect. Again, like everything on this channel, this is not a how-to video. This is how far I got doing it in the way that we're doing it here. This is a lot more difficult than I expected it to be honest. There's probably other ways if we'd have thought about it. We could have done it a bit differently, but yeah, this is what we've got so far. Well, that's that clip ended. Let's put another clip on. I can always edit me talking about nonsense out afterwards. In fact, maybe I should just add them all together. Oh, this bit's going to be me cutting some fabric, and I've got a special camera person here. My mum's doing camera work, so what I've done is I've made a template out of cardboard of the weird shape on the door cards. I don't know what you'd call that bit, and I'm cutting it out of some 5mm foam, and it's got like a suede material stuck to it, so that's what I've used for the insides. So as you can see, I'm just cutting some out here. Yeah, there we go. I mean, the template ends up being a bit big, and it's a bit of a black art learning this sort of thing. You've got to get the pieces exactly the right size. Too big, and there's not enough space for you to tuck the excess away. Too small, and it doesn't tuck away properly. So yeah, there was a bit of trial and error. I can't remember how much of it I filmed. We shall see. But yeah, this is me cutting out some shapes out of this fabric in my mum and dad's living room, because it's cleaner than a garage. It's exciting stuff, isn't it? Using scissors and everything. That's how grown up I am. Look. So this is the suede side.
Stop it.
And that's my mum's job done with. So let's see what else we've got. What's on this one? Oh, so we've...
Oh, his fingers come off.
So we've stuck the suede stuff in, and I got some black trim, like bead trim, that we're just putting around the outside to try and neaten it up a bit. Again, it looks better on camera than it does in real life.
Yeah, I got a bit of super glue. Yeah. So that'd do it. Yeah, it looks alright that.
Very professional.
I think that'll do.
Well, we can always touch it up a bit after.
What my dad was going to say there is we can always tart it up a bit after. And then there's a picture of me on this one, so I assume it's me saying something wildly exciting. Let's see.
So still here we are working on the door cards again, or still. So we've done the drivers and passenger side. The door cards are a bit crap. We've repaired them so they don't fall to pieces, but they're not perfect. So I shall show you in a second. The next things to do are the rear ones, which you've got to glue in position.
And when I say glue in position, what I actually mean there is glue them while they're in the car, not we have to glue them in. Let's have a look what this next clip is. I think this is where I'm showing you around inside. I'll try not to talk over me, Sen.
You can't really see much inside the car when it's all dark. But yeah, the door handle bits are the same grey as the outsidey bits we did. That's been painted, and the door pocket's been painted. I was a bit worried that it had looked too blingy, but I think it might be all right. There might be a need for me to paint something else in the same colour somewhere else for it to match up a bit. And then these door inserts, we've done them in this funny suede material and put some black trim around them, and I think they look quite good. Yes, it's not as obvious. Well, it might be as obvious, but the dashboard, I swear down, someone's put either a different dash in it or different door cards in it. Because it's probably door cards actually, because door cards are grey and dashboard's beige. It does look like they're from a different car. So it might be a case of me just getting eventually getting some Rover 25 door cards that are a similar colour to dashboard, like a beigey, is it sandstone or something, and putting them in. Solving two issues there, the knackeredness and the colour match. But we shall see.
We shall see indeed, young Simon. Plans have changed since then, but I don't know how much they've changed. So let's see what this next bit holds for us.
It's a bit easier to see it on this one when it's open. So this is like a suede type affair on there. We've put some black piping around outside to tidy it up, and then these are that Technics grey thing as well as that and that. I mean, they're not perfect by any means, but yeah, it'll do. It'll do.
It'll do seems to be the phrase I'm banding around mostly on this one. I seem to have recorded quite a bit on here. I thought there were a big chunk without me actually saying anything, but there seems to be some stuff going on here. So let's see what this next clip is.
She's definitely not going to be. Jenny's definitely not going to be a concourse show car. I think she's going to end up being the one that I keep hold of, mainly because I like the idea of it, and yeah, she'll be a bit of until I've done a lot more work, or if I do a lot more work, she'll be a bit raggedy on the inside. So she'll be the kind of car that just gets used and abused. She might even become my daily driver, to be honest. In the future, maybe. We shall see. But yeah, so those door cards are done. I've just trapped the thing in the cover in the door top, and then the next job, I'm going to remove all this. Is spin you around, otherwise you'll never be able to see.
Filming on my own. Filming on my own. I need a crew.
I've got to glue some fabric on there, put that piping stuff on, and then fasten these two bits up, and then that's the back one's done. Same over there. I've got to take that horrible paisley stuff off first. So yes, that's my next task.
Quite a lot of tasks. My mum and dad had nipped out to Asda at this point, so I was left to my own devices to sort this bit out.
So this is my attempt on me Todd. It doesn't look as good as the other ones. I think this bit of material, I think I cut it a little small because it's poking out in some areas. But I'm happy that it's coming along. If the rest of the car were perfect, then I'd be like, oh, it needs to be better. But the rest of the car is far from perfect, so I'm quite happy with that so far.
I mean, it's looking good. It's looking better than it did when I started off doing it, which is the main thing. And it's saving a car from the scrappers. It's personalising it to something I want it to be. And like I said on there, if the rest of the car were perfect, then details like the door cards not being spot on would bug me. But the rest of the car isn't perfect, so it's not really bothering me at the moment. If I do at all get bothered with it, if it starts being my daily and I start thinking, you know, I want a nicer place to be sat in, I might just get a Rover 25 interior, a black one, and swap all door cards, pillow covers, dashboard, everything over to be a dark colour, and then we'll be sorted. But yeah, as it is, it's fine. It's just going to be a usable car. So let's see what the next clip is.
So yeah, you shouldn't really ever settle for second best when you're doing these jobs, but yeah, I'm happy that it looks better than it did before. And I say I might end up putting Rover 25 door cards on anyway, just so they're actually like not buggered. But we shall see what it all looks like when the carpet's all clean, the different seats are in there. I'm going to do the headlining at some point, but not just yet, because it's not really that bad. Whether you can see in there. I mean, it's saggy, but because it's got a sunroof, it's not actually hanging down, so it's not something that needs addressing straight away. So yes, that'll be the end of this video. I'm not sure whether it's been long or short, but you've seen what we've been doing with door cards. So don't be afraid to have a go yourself, unless you're wanting a perfect job. It's definitely a learning curve working with materials and stuff when you're doing something like these that are they're just literally they're just like a gap, aren't they? It'd be easier if that section were removable, or maybe if we made it removable, so we could glue it round a shape, and then we'd know exactly what we were cutting around. It's just getting the size right. I did a couple of templates. I did one template, and it were kind of a bit wrong. So then what I did, I stuck masking tape on inside a door shape, drew around it, and then took that off and put it on some cardboard, and that's a lot better. But it's still not perfect. I think the other bit that I did that's perhaps making it more difficult is the foam. This stuff is blooming heck. I'm still getting all washed out. Is 5mm foam on back of it, which is quite a lot. So yeah, that does make it a bit tricky to push into gaps and get around corners and stuff. But at the same time, it also compensates for the fact if you've not got the shape completely right, there's more foam for it to squeeze in the gap. So yeah, I think it looks all right. Let me just spin it round again so you can see another look. Another look.
Another look. We're being treated to another look.
See, if you weren't looking, oh, ghosts have come. If you didn't know, I mean, if you know about cars and stuff, but if you didn't know, you'd think that were how it came. See what this one's like. Yeah, they're all right. See, these door cards, we've put the repair panels in the top, so this is nice and solid. But then this bit's, well, you can't see, this bit's all squidgy and misshapen, so it doesn't really fit around that part properly. But again, it'll do. It's a make do until the car's on there. See, I don't know whether you can tell on camera as much. Yeah, you can. So the dashboard's beige and door cards are grey. I suppose I could get another. I think just getting another door card's be better. Well, we'll see. We shall see how it works.
No, there we go. So yeah, the door cards and the dashboard and everything. Basically, the door cards are grey and everything else is sort of like a beige colour. But you'll find out in a future video that all is not what I expected it to be. That all is not what it seems. There is yet another layer to this story. So we'll look at the final clip and then I'll do a conclusione.
Here we go. Where are we? Hello. Here we go. So thank you for watching this ridiculous video. Oh, I can do that thing again now. I've got my mic. Hang on. There we go. You can be inside car and I'm outside. So thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends. But most importantly, you must share with your enemies, because if you do not share with your enemies, how will they know that you are their enemies?
It's true.
Bye.
Bye, Simon. Yeah, there we go. So that was repairing the door cards, ish, retrimming the door cards, refitting the door cards, which I didn't show you any of because it was a faff, and I was getting a bit frustrated with the whole process of putting it all back together because things weren't going together very well. Yeah, and then retrimming the rear ones while they're in place. But yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. It's not perfect by any means, but it could be far worse than that. Definitely looks better than it did before. But yeah, the colour mismatch is a bit annoying. But we shall come to that in a later video. So, as previous Simon said, don't forget to click like, subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends, and most importantly, share with your enemies. There you go. Bye.